have a problem, Houston. I'll see you in the morning. Okay, let's see what the morning view brings. Oh, that's not bad. First sign of the morning. Apparently you can get the bus. So Chrissy said to me that she got the bus for the 10 miles. But the purist in me says, I've got to do this just to see how bad it is. And can I mentally cope? We shall see. Yep, that's the way we're going. Great thing of starting early in the morning. Less traffic to begin with, I hope. Oh, here we go. Our own little roadway. That's not so bad. As you can see, essentially we're on the old road. It's been put to good use. Just in the distance there you can see a tower by the side of the road. I think that's a church tower. This path is now taking us through a village which I guess the old road used to go through. Sometimes I just forget where I am. Just with my head down, one foot in front of the other. And then moments of quietness are broken obviously by sound of the passing traffic down there. Well, very strange. Tempting to press the doorbell, but yeah, might not be such a good idea. Our turn is up ahead. Guess this must be us then. There's hope yet. So we've still got some road walking to do, but at least it's not on that busy main road. So I was on that road for about 11 kilometers and probably took me 2.5 hours, maybe a bit more. So there you go. Wasn't as bad as I thought. So if you come here, this is what you can expect. There are good toilets here and a good cafe. Arrived at last, and now it's caf time. Highly recommended on the Nigel list. Really enjoyed my breakfast there. Going inland now, and we're following this estuary. Getting to the point now where we're no longer with the sea. And in the far distance I can actually see Anglesey. Not good if this happens. Be more careful, Nigel. Ooh, We can do a bit of bird watching. Can have a sit down as well. I'll sit down, you watch for the birds. So it's decision time. I was told yesterday that the Carnarvon swing bridge was closed, and then I just had a local confirm that as well. So that means I'm kind of changing my plan of attack. Otherwise I've got on top of everything else, I'd have a 2-mile detour. So it means more road walking, but hey ho, at least I know in advance, which is the silver lining, I think. Right, more road walking, and I'll see you in Carnarvon probably. Yep, so I'm not going that way, I'm going straight ahead. Thank goodness these roads are quiet. So this is what I've been aiming for, to get over, not onto the railway track, but alongside it. And I can use this all the way into Carnarvon. Well darn, it was open. It says Bangor, 9 miles. I'm not sure I don't think the Welsh Coastal Path follows this all the way. But yeah, that feels about right. As you can see, over there is Anglesey. And in fact, technically, we're directly opposite the Anglesey Coastal Path, which I've already done. This makes quite a change after all the tarmac I've been treading. We're on our way over to the Britannia Bridge now, and then after that into Bangor. That's great, it's done out of slate this. Another one. How delightful. Ooh. On the slate again. And a big seat. Solid. Oh. Yeah, I must admit, if you didn't see that sign, those gates would certainly put you off. Right. So the first span was built in 1850, or opened in 1850. It actually took 4 years to build. And it was Robert Stevenson who was the designer. And it was for a railway line to go from originally Chester all the way through onto Anglesey Island to the ferry terminal in Holyhead for Ireland. And then subsequently, to ease the pressure on the road bridge that was already in place, a second tier was erected in 1978 to become the second road crossing, in addition to the Menine Bridge, which I'll show you later, the suspension bridge. The bridge was actually opened by His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales in 1980, and of course the said Prince is now King Charles III. And here we have part of the original Stevenson rail track and bridge construction. Our ultimate aim, the pier at Bangor. In that direction at the top there is a major road. Probably have to walk along that road for about a mile or so, and that goes into Bangor. But I love how just like meters away I'm taken down and I'm kind of like back in the countryside on my way to, well, Bangor Pier finish. But probably, looking at the map, maybe a couple of miles of this kind of nice country walking rather than walking through Bangor town. So you'll possibly see there is the option of a low tide route. And in the distance you can see Bangor Pier, which is the end point. Now it's very tempting because that's flat, whereas my option at the moment is uphill and then downhill. However, I've just checked my tide app and the tide is coming in and has been coming in for a couple of hours. So, tempting as it is, I think I'll take the safe option. The path is just up there, but my curiosity has got the better of me. I'm kind of going down here. There's looks like like a circle of standing stones of some sort. Oh. And I'm near the finish, so I can use the last grams of energy, because I think it might be a bit of a steep uphill back onto the road, but hey ho, this is certainly more pleasant than walking alongside the road. I'm very curious. I have no idea. This way may turn out to be a better way anyhow, because as I say, I'm off the road. I'm on a track. I have got to go uphill, but that's only fair. Bit of a side trip. Not sure I appreciate that. More like that. End point. So folks, 110 miles completed. Last day was hell. 30 miles or more. A lot of road walking. Anyhow, job's done now. See you again on the trails.